Welcome to Book to Blueprint, where powerful books become practical blueprints for real life. You do not need more information, you need execution. This is Book to Blueprint. Today, we are not just talking about a book, we are building a practical, hands on blueprint, straight from Manisha Thakor's MoneyZen. Think of this as your personal cheat sheet, ready for you to use immediately to finally find what enough means for you. So let's kick things off with this quote. If you're a high achiever, you probably know this feeling deep in your bones. It's that little voice, right? That constant nagging drive telling you that no matter what you accomplish, no matter how much is in the bank, it's just not enough. It's that feeling of never enough. This feeling, it's actually part of a much bigger mindset, but the book calls the cult of never enough. And get this, it's a trap that catches everyone. We're talking professionals, entrepreneurs, even caregivers. It's this whole culture we've built where our value is completely tied up and constantly striving for more. And at the very heart of it all is this equation. And it's absolutely soul destroying. It's like this toxic operating system running in the background of our lives. And most of us don't even know it's there. It's the belief that our self-worth is equal to our net worth. Just let that sink in. Okay, so let's get into it. Here's our 6-part blueprint to bust out of that trap for good. We're going to look at the never enough trap, the new of MoneyZen equation, install a new operating system for your life, give you a step-by-step implementation plan, show you how to build the habits, and finally, give you permission to achieve less. Let's go. First up, the never enough trap. We have to really identify the hamster wheel we're stuck on, right? It's that endless cycle of pushing and striving that always promises happiness is just around the corner, but, it never actually gets there. Seeing the wheel is the only way to step off. Okay, and right off the bat, here's a huge mistake people make that we need to avoid. You have to understand the difference between money problems and money worries. They are not the same thing. See, money problems like debt or not having enough for rent, those have financial solutions. But money worries, that's the emotional stuff, that feeling that you'll never ever measure up. And that's what this blueprint is designed to fix. All right, we've talked enough about the problem. Let's switch gears and start building the solution. It all begins with taking that toxic equation we just saw and throwing it out. We're going to replace it with a brand new, life-affirming one. And honestly, this is the big idea of the entire book. And here it is. This simple formula is the whole concept in a nutshell. MoneyZen. It's not this false choice between being rich or being happy. Nope. It's the state where your financial health becomes a tool that actively serves one primary goal, creating emotional wealth. So, what's the end goal here? What are you actually going to achieve if you follow this? It's this right here, a state of calm, confidence, and clarity. The whole point is for you to feel in control, to use your money as a tool that serves your life and not the other way around. That is the core outcome. Okay, it's time to install your new operating system. These are the core principles, the fundamental rules of the road that are going to guide every single decision you make from here on out. Think of it like we're overriding that old toxic code. So here are the 4 pillars of that new OS. Number 1, money is a tool for joy, not a scorecard. Number 2, shift your focus from doing to being. It's about how you feel, not just what you check off a list. 3, practice strategic subtraction. Get good at removing things from your life. And 4, and this one's huge, redefine what success actually means to you, not what society tells you it should be. All right, this is where the rubber meets the road. We're moving from the big ideas to the step-by-step actionable plan. This is the how-to part. I'm going to give you 3 concrete steps you can take to put MoneyZen into practice, like starting today. Step 1, redefine your success. So what do? Simple. Look at these 4 buckets: caregiving, prestige, money, and advancement. When do you do it? Now, today. Just decide which mix of these is the most important to you in this season of your life. And how do you know if you're succeeding? You give yourself permission, real permission, to do less in the other areas. That feeling of relief you get, that's your metric. That's the win. Okay, step 2, practice subtraction. Super simple. What to do? Just identify one thing to remove from your life. When? This week. It can be anything. Cancel a subscription, delete an app from your phone, sell some old gear. It could even be ending a relationship that drains you. And the measure of success? Just notice the space you get back. Whether it's time, money, or just mental clarity, that reclaimed space is the victory. And step 3, start joy-based spending. Here's what you do. For 1 week, that's it, just 1 week, conduct a joy audit. As you spend money, just make a little note of how each purchase actually makes you feel. Was it a buzz? Regret? Nothing? Then for bigger stuff, try the hourly wage test. Figure out how many hours of your life you had to work to buy that thing. Is it worth it? Your measure of success is that you'll just naturally start spending money on things that actually make you happy. So that 3-step plan will get you off the ground for sure. But what makes it last? What makes it stick? It's all about the recurring behaviors. So now let's talk about the habits we need to build to reinforce this MoneyZen mindset every single day. And I love this because it's not some vague advice. It is a literal, trackable weekly checklist. This is what you do. First, instead of asking, what do I need to do? Ask yourself, with whom or what should I connect? Game changer. Second, set and achieve one tiny non-work goal, like turning off your computer by 8 p.m. And third, schedule 15 minutes for what the book calls a micro-bliss activity. Reading a chapter, taking a walk, whatever. Literally ticking these boxes each week is how you make this real. Okay, we've made it to the final section. And honestly, this might be the most powerful and maybe the most counterintuitive idea in the entire MoneyZen blueprint. This is the final key that unlocks your freedom from that cult of never enough. So it all comes down to this one question, and I really want you to sit with this for a second. What does enough really look like for you if it has absolutely nothing to do with money? See, the answer isn't a number. It's not in your bank account. It's a feeling of wholeness, and it's a feeling that you have to choose to cultivate on purpose. And that brings us to the final crucial point. This whole blueprint is about giving yourself permission. Permission to achieve less. Now, let's be clear. This is not about being lazy or doing less. Not at all. It's about freeing yourself from that exhausting, relentless, soul-crushing need to constantly prove that you are enough. Because the truth is, once you start running on this new operating system, you're going to realize you already are. If you have a book in mind that should be added to our list, comment below. If this blueprint helped you, subscribe, like, and build with us. More blueprints are coming. Stay intentional, stay consistent. We are doing this one book at a time. And remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So share this with them and grow together. Real progress becomes stronger when it is shared. Build your life one blueprint at a time. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you do.